Recently, I saw a video about the existential elk theory. In this theory, it is argued that the consciousness of humans has grown unsustainably large, much more than what is required for our biology and environment. Peter Zapffe, the so-called intellectual that coined this theory, states that humans are overdeveloped animals in our ability to deeply analyze ourselves and our environment, in our self-awareness to see meaning or lack thereof, and to recognize our own mortality. He claims this pushes us into existential crisis. Using the example of the extinct Irish elk whose antlers allegedly became so large that they became a burden to the animal, Zapffe draws a parallel to man and his consciousness. I have coined a parallel theory, the existential idiot theory. This provocative philosophical metaphor posits that the ability of midwit intellectuals to reason themselves into a nihilistic paper bag is unbounded. The existential idiot is just smart enough to replicate the early stages of nihilism, but lacks the cognitive ability to find meaning in a world that blazes fiercely in magnificent splendor. The existential idiot enjoys substantiating his midwit takes using oversimplified natural phenomena like a deer whose antlers grew too heavy as a metaphor to window dress his room temperature intellectual theories. The existential idiot is depressed because he never touches grass. He never experiences the nerve-wracking terror of challenge and daring, nor the euphoric release of accomplishment. He thinks that his perspective is the only correct one because his depressed outlook precludes the consideration of any other viewpoints. He is convinced in his despair of the validity of his idea as he cannot experience anything else. There is no meaning to anything as he himself cannot feel it. Not only is the existential idiot an idiot, he is also timid. He is afraid of everything that goes bump in the night, any activity that might pose challenge or danger. He fails to push the limits of the human experience to discover innate meaning, often due to a fear of nonconformity and parochial exclusion. He is too scared to experience danger and challenge, and he is terrified of any critical thought process that would differentiate him from the herd. The existential idiot lives his life comfortably yet meaninglessly, never pushing any boundaries, never living any adventure or knowing any daring. He lives vicariously, consuming all experiences through the filter of a digital screen, his servitude to the Jezebel spirit that will never know him, never care for him, and never mourn his passing. He is, in every respect of the word, the last man, the man who will witness his civilization's collapse and participate in its downfall. The population of existential idiots has skyrocketed since the invention of Google search engine and Reddit, and the short-form delivery of complex philosophical ideas that often misses important nuance. Everyone knows that Nietzsche coined the term nihilism, but few understand that nihilism is an important stage in clearing the way for philosophical and moral development that allows man to shrug off the smothering domesticity of bitch morality and adopt the noble ideal. If the existential idiot would only find a small soap box, he would be able to peer over the short wall of nihilism into the terrifying and beautiful world beyond. P.S. Peter Zapffe coined the term antinatalism. How could one have climbed mountains and participated in expeditions with the famed Arctic explorer Roald Amundsen and still think life is meaningless? Nice one, dumbass. Next time try jumping off a bridge instead of writing the schlock.